Range script loaded, you can now press Escape, select Choose Slot, and pick your aircraft. The subgroup can mount a wide variety of iron bombs, though all use the same delivery procedures. Mark 82. Unguided, general-purpose low-drag bomb, of 500 pounds, designed on the USA. Mark 83. Similar to the Mark 82, but of 1,000 pounds. Mark 84. Similar to the Mark 83, but of 2,000 pounds. M/71. Unguided, general-purpose low-drag bomb, of 250 pounds, manufactured by Bofors and previously used by the Soviet. For this mission, we will practice with 4 Mark 82 and 4 Mark 83 bombs, dropped using a CCIP delivery profile. This profile is a dive attack, where you need to dive at an angle of at least 20 degrees pitch down, so be sure to climb to at least 5,000 to 6,000 feet, before beginning the attack. The bombs are released pressing the same trigger used for the cannon, and all bombs of the same type will be dropped when you press the trigger. For this training mission, we will use the same weapons range as our previous missions, that uses objects created by the 470 CIS Virtual Fighter Group, and a range script developed by the user Sirbob, that will allow you to gauge your bombing precision. The aircraft mounts 4 Mark 82 bombs on the outboard wing pylons and 4 Mark 83 bombs on the inboard wing pylons, that will have to be dropped on 2 separate passes over the target. You should drop first the heavier Mark 83 bombs, so that the aircraft is lighter for the second pass. You can access the shooting statistics calling up the F10 option of the communications menu. Press space. We have paused the mission briefly, to guide you through the weapons procedure. It has 2 parts: weapon preparation, and weapon use. 1. Set air to ground mode. Press the 7 key. This will configure the mission computer for the use of air-to-ground weapons, including the iron bombs. 2. Select weapon. On the HUD the IP ground symbology is shown, and on its bottom left the currently selected weapon is displayed. It is B for bomb. Unfortunately, no distinction is made between the Mark 82 and Mark 83 bombs. Press the D key, to cycle among the weapon stations that currently have bombs. With your current loadout, it will cycle between the Mark 82 that are on the outboard stations, and the Mark 83 that are on the inner stations. Select the Mark 83 first as, being heavier, they will leave the aircraft lighter for the second bombing pass. 3. Master Arm Safety Switch, set to live. This enables all the weapon firing circuits of the aircraft. After these 3 steps, the bombs are ready to use. For the actual firing, follow these next steps. 4. Trigger Safety. Up. On the flight stick, click on the trigger safety cover. It will remain up until you click on it again. 5. Climb to attain an altitude of at least 5,000 feet before beginning the attack. Do not head straight for the target, as the aircraft's nose will hide it. Instead, point slightly to the left or right of the target, so that you can see it over the side of the nose. 6. Once the target is near the point where the canopy frame joins the fuselage, make a quick roll towards the target and begin a sharp dive. Place the IP circle on the target. The CCIP drop line will appear once you attain at least a -20 degrees pitch down. Align the aircraft trajectory with the drop line. 7. Once the dot of the IP circle is over the target, give a quick press of the trigger, to drop the bombs. You can tell the bombs were dropped as their station's markers are now cleared. Quickly pull back the flight stick, to get out of the dive. For bombing, the HUD is very similar to what already saw for the rockets. We will only describe the main differences. Zoom the display so that you can see the HUD symbology better, using the asterisk and slash keys on the numeric keypad. The most important HUD symbology is the impact point circle, with its central dot. It shows the point in the ground that the bombs would hit if dropped now. Note also the station markers at the bottom of the HUD, showing which are the currently selected stations, and the weapon type on the right. The IP drop line will appear once you are on the dive. If it doesn't, it means that your diving angle is too low. Maneuver the aircraft such that the line passes over the target, and keep it that way until the impact point rises up to the desired target point. All the bombs from the selected stations will drop once you press the trigger, and then its status dash at the bottom of the HUD will be cleared. The next pair of bomb stations will be automatically selected, but you will need to go around and make a new dive to deliver them. If the mission computer detects that you are on collision course with the ground, 2 pull-up arrows will display on the HUD. Take immediate action, to avoid a crash. Press spacebar to unpause and continue the mission.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
First pass. Now turn left 180 degrees to go around and perform the second pass. If you are finished, then turn right, to a heading of 90 degrees and return to Saipan Air Base.
Colt 1, airborne. Overlord 1, airborne.
Pull up, pull up, pull up.
Second pass. If you still have bombs left, you can turn left to go around and perform another attack. If you are finished, then turn right, to a heading of 90 degrees and return to Saipan Air Base. You can check your range results, by calling up the communications menu. Select F10, Other, then select F1, Range. Finally, click F3, My Bombing Results. Before returning to base, we must disarm the armament. We have paused the mission again, to guide you through this procedure. 1. Trigger safety, down. On the flight stick, click on the trigger safety cover. 2. Master arm safety switch, set to safe. This disables all the weapon firing circuits. 3. Set navigation mode.
Airborne.
Press the 1 key. This will configure the mission computer for navigation. Press spacebar to unpause and continue the mission. You have finished the bombing part of the training. Do you want to practice the return and landing back to base? Press spacebar to continue, or press backspace to finish the training now. Head towards Saipan Air Base, ahead of us, and begin final approach. We have paused the mission once again, so that we can do a quick review of the landing checklist. 1. Flight instruments. Check heading, altitude and speed. 2. APU check that its switch is on. It will auto-activate at touchdown. 3. Landing gear lever. Extend once you are under 300 knots. 4. Landing lights. Confirm they are at land position. 5. Landing mode. Confirm it is enabled. An L should be displayed at the top left of the HUD and the glide slope line should be visible. 6. Flaps. They are automatic and don't need to be manipulated. Press COM1 to contact ATC. Select F5, ATC, F1, Saipan International, F1, inbound. Press spacebar once ATC answers our communication.
Enfield 1-1. Fly heading 243, 45. QFE 29.70. Runway 07, to pattern altitude.
If, later on, you hear ATC messaging you with contact tower, press COM1 and select
Enfield 1-1.
F1, request landing. Press spacebar to unpause the mission.
Request landing.
You are now on
Airborne.
final approach, maneuver to align with runway 07. Use the landing symbology, positioning the dot on the desired touchdown spot and then follow the glide slope placing the FPM at the same point.
Enfield 1-1. Check landing gear. Runway 07. Dodge 1, airborne.
Touchdown.
Uzi 1, passing waypoint 2 at 8,000. Overlord 1-1, passing waypoint 2 at 8,000.
Once your speed is below 40 knots, exit on the next available street, to the left.
At 400. Colt 1, passing waypoint 2 at 8,000. Enfield 1-1, taxi to parking area.
This is Street E, proceed north towards runway 24. You have landed safely back at Saipan. Do you want to practice the taxi to the ramp?
4-1,
Press
passing
spacebar to
waypoint
continue,
3 at
or press
600.
backspace to finish the training now. Congratulations, you have performed your bombing training, and you have also done a visual approach and landing back at Saipan.